Welcome everyone, Bob here, and welcome to The Perfect Drink, where we say, if you're gonna make a drink, make it the perfect drink. Today, we're gonna make one of my absolutely favorite cocktails. It's a twist on a classic. I'm a big bourbon fan. I love a good old fashioned, but today we're gonna make a root beer old fashioned. I discovered this drink when I was out in California, and it really took me back to my childhood. I really enjoyed root beer sodas and root beer floats and root beer candy. And so when I found this drink, I knew I had to go home and try to figure out how best to make it, find the right quality ingredients, come up with the right proportions. And today I'm going to share with you that drink. So we're going to start off with the bourbon. Here's the ingredients. I like Woodford Reserve, so we're going to use Woodford Reserve, but feel free to use the bourbon of your choice. For bitters, we're going to be using Bitter Cube Blackstrap bitters. They're a sassafras type flavor, or with like a cinnamon flavor to it. Torani Classic Root Beer Syrup. That's going to be the sugar component of the drink. Then we're going to need cocktail cherries. So today we're going to be using Copper & Kings, although you could use Luxardo. A orange wedge, a garnish of your choice, and we're going to start off by making it in a metal mixing, because we're going to be muddling today and using what I call pulverizing muddle. So I just want to make sure we use metal mixing glass rather than glass, just for safety. And then also make sure you have a square or round single large cube, and these are the things you need to make the drink. So let's get started. First we put the Bitter Cube bitters in, 3 dashes, into the bottom of the glass, and then I add my 1 large ice cube. Today we're using my square form, or you can use round. So take that aside and bring your mixing vessel, and inside of that you place 1 orange, 1 cocktail cherry, then place in there 1/4 teaspoon of the cherry syrup. Then we're going to be putting in our Woodford Reserve. It's 3 1.5 ounce shots. And again, always important to keep the proportions right, so the drink doesn't taste too sugary, and is perfectly balanced. So I use 3 1.5 ounce shots of the Woodford Reserve. And then you take the Torani syrup, and you want 1/2 ounce of the syrup, and you place that in the mixing container. And then you take your muddler, and I mean pulverize it. So make sure you really work it. You want to crush the orange, and you want to crush the cherry, and you want to get all that flavor out into the drink. So once you have it all put together, you want to strain it over your large cube. And make sure you get all the muddled components in there, because then one of my favorite things to do is really press that and get the last bit of flavors out of the strainer. And then I usually have a preference to stir this up for 15 or so seconds, just to kind of make sure all the ingredients, and let it mellow a minute. And then you place on it your garnish of choice, and there you have it. The root beer old fashioned, again, one of my favorite drinks. Fantastic to have yourself while sitting out on a lanai, or with friends and family as you're enjoying a holiday. So basically remember, if you're going to have a drink, make it the perfect drink. Cheers, everyone. That is a perfect drink. So long.